Well, thank you very much, Dan. We are here in Kisii town. Just as you said, we are focusing on the hoteliers. They have something to talk about. And remember, high cost of living has really impacted on negatively on common Mwananchi and also the entrepreneurs. And when we talk about entrepreneurs, we talk about the hoteliers. Here in Kisii, the hoteliers are now complaining. They are saying that high cost of living has really affected the business, as many people most of the clients that they used to get, the number of clients has reduced immensely. They are saying that most of their clients they used to supply with food each and every lunchtime. Nowadays they do not come, meaning they carry their packed food. Just to tell you again, in Kisii town, it is a cosmopolitan town where we have many people. Here I'm telling you, one packet of maize fly goes at 115 shillings compared to some months back where it used to go to at 70 shillings. And now we're just going to talk to some of the hoteliers here. Just tell us why are they saying that high cost of living has really impacted negatively on them. Join me here, madam. Join me here. You are talking about high cost of living, that it has really affected your income on a daily basis. How?
Thank you, Bernard. I must say that for the last so many years, I've seen a huge change in the way we've been doing business at the resort. The amount of money that I was, for instance, spending on purchasing of fresh produce has tripled over the years. And if I go to the wholesalers to buy my wheat flour, to buy my maize, to buy my dry goods, the cost has also tripled. So I must say that this has impacted negatively on my business because there's less money, there's more money to spend and less money that is coming in from customers. And also, when you look at the number of guests who are visiting the resort, the number has gone down significantly over the years. When you look at the number of families that are coming out for lunches, spending quality time with family for lunches and dinners, that also has gone down. And I think this is because of the economy that is not favorable. There's little money that is going around for this kind of service. So we are really, really feeling the pinch.
What do you think is the main contributing factor?
Well, I think one of the things that I think is we are unable to get proper services. When you look at the amount of corruption that is ongoing at the moment, because you see so much money is wasted, and I don't know, that is money that you have been taxed, but it's not going towards providing us infrastructure that we need, for instance, roads, water, electricity, but that money is somehow wasted, and the government is still taxing us heavily. So we don't have enough money to go around in terms of growing our business, in terms of giving better services or incentives for customers to come to our facility. And also, the county government also has increased its rates. I guess they also need to make money, but we are feeling the pinch because usually we are paying. If you're paying something like 20,000, you'll be told now pay 60,000 this year. So that has negatively impacted on our business.
Maybe employees, is it affecting maybe most of your employees?
Of course, the employees are also feeling the pinch because you find that after you pay workers, 2 weeks later, they're telling you, oh, we have an issue, please give me an advance. They're all writing letters that they need a huge salary increment, which again is untenable because we're not making that kind of income. So it's quite a challenge.
But we have the county government, we have Minister of Agriculture, we have you had the government saying that we have irrigation scheme projects. Do you think this is helping the country?
Unfortunately, I would say that, for instance, we had the Galana irrigation scheme that was meant to produce a lot of food that would feed Kenyans, but that collapsed down with the resources that had already been put there. So I think probably the government is not doing enough in terms of ensuring that there is enough food that would feed Kenyans in general. So
what do you think should be a solution now, at least to help you also benefit?
Solution, I think if the government can reduce taxes, we'll be a little bit happy and have a little bit more money going around to grow our business and maybe for more customers to come and enjoy our services.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, you are a youth. Do you think the economy of this country has contributed to poor high cost of living?
I wish to say that as a youth, we are one of the most mobile defaulters, loan defaulters, because of the high cost of living. Talk about Tala, talk about Branch, talk about Mshwari, because of the high cost of living. as a young, ambitious man who is ready to adventure in business, because starting business needs a lot of capital. Yes, I do some small business, but it is not able to go on so well because it is trainers enough.
But you know, Kisii is a food basket area. Kisii is good. We get enough rainfall.
That has changed so much because the cabbage that we have in Kisii comes from Rift Valley. The Irish potatoes don't come from here, and the other potatoes don't come from here. You know, the sweet potatoes come from Luo Nyanza. That is a perception, but in Kisii County that has changed.
What do you think should be done, at least to help you, at least feel the benefits of the devolution and also they feel the independence?
The agriculture is the backbone. A lot of investments or a lot of work needs to be done on agriculture part. The county government has done part of it, and we wish the national government also to do part of it because it's the backbone of our economy and the tax per se. But we wish that in days to come this will change, and agriculture to get Reuters focus on it so that we can be able to have a shift on such.
Well, thank you very much. I'll speak to the last person here. You've had your colleagues saying that high taxation and also corruption has really contributed to high cost of living in the country. Do you think so?
Well, to my point, most of the things that we do import more than what we export to the other countries. If we reduce much of the import, at least we can save what we are doing. You see, example in Kisii County is one of the agricultural center, but we find most of the things that which are being sold in Kisii town are being imported from Tanzania, Uganda. Let's take example of pineapple, which is well known. Kisii is well known for the production of that, but we are importing that. You see that these things increases the burden to the common Mwananchi.
So do you think, because you've heard from your colleagues saying that nowadays no more clients visiting these hotels?
Yeah, we can say for that because the increase of the prices of the goods. You see, let's take example. Somebody who may be wish to be entertaining himself in Kisii town, but look at the cost of transport. Coming from Kenya to Kisii is more than 300 shillings, which is more expensive. You see, the cost of the increase of the oil, petrol, and other things has affected even the traveling of the people from Roko to the town, which has affected the common Mwananchi.
Well, thank you very much. Okay, Dan, you've just heard from the people here in Kisii. They are saying that in order for common Mwananchi to stop feeling the pinch of the high cost of living, the government should look at the taxation and also corruption issues should be dealt with. They are saying that corruption is what has really contributed to high cost of living in the country because the government needs to is now forcing, if the government is now forcing itself at least to get the money that has been stolen from stolen by other people from common Mwananchi by giving them more tax, and they are saying that those are the exact things that should be looked at. They are talking about agriculture. They are saying that the government should, through the Minister of Agriculture, should do something to ensure there is enough food in the country.